tough game. I kind of grew up in Big Ten country and watched a lot of Big Ten basketball throughout my years. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough physical game. And Coach Chambers kind of got this program up rolling where he wanted it to. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the top 25 come Monday. You know, they're with Stevens and the shooters they've kind of put around him, and Watkins being kind of an elite rim protector. I think they're pretty good on both sides of the ball. We knew it was going to be a tough game coming in. I did think we matched their toughness for the most part. We just kind of ran out of gas there at the end of the game. I thought we outplayed them for about 32 minutes. That 4-minute stretch there from the under 8 to the under 4 really killed us. We were up on the glass up until then. They got that one possession where I think they got 4 shots up. We just ran out of some energy there late. So proud of the effort our guys gave. Penn State's a real quality team. Like I said, they're going to be up in the top half of the Big Ten in my opinion. They just saw what they did to Maryland earlier in the week. They're good, and we struggle a little bit. But part of that's them. Their defense is good. I don't think Cairo will go 3 for 18 again. That obviously hurts, and they again, their scheme was pretty good. They switched the ball screens. When you got an athletic big like Watkins, and he just kept blocking shots at the rim, or at least was able to stay in front of guards, it makes it tough. And we tried to play Reese a lot more at the 5, just to kind of try to drag Watkins away from the rim. It helped that he got in foul trouble. We also had a bunch of foul trouble too, so we couldn't really make them pay on the foul trouble stuff, and we had a lot more foul trouble than they did. So not sure if we got any questions or not.
Nate, Stevens, could you describe what he presents at the end of the game, especially in the last 5 minutes? Is a matchup problem and just a problem?
Yeah, he's an issue. Like, he's big, strong, physical. So, we started with Javian Davis on him. Then we went to where Herb Jones was on him for a large part of the game. When you put a big on him, he likes that kind of mid-post, out 18-foot, catch, rip, go by you, or catch, back you down. When you've got the smaller guy like Herb on him, so then he's backing us down, and then he's a pretty good passer. So we helped in to try to help Herb out. He sprays the ball out. They hit a few threes off it. He causes problems. We knew he was there's a reason he was preseason first team All Big Ten. He's an issue. Now, on the other end, on defense, he had 5 blocks. So, we were trying to interchange, kind of put Stevens more at the rim and bring Watkins out away from the rim. But, shoot, Stevens ended up with 5 blocks. It's usually Watkins with the 5 blocks. And, Stevens got him today kind of based on what we tried to do with him. But, he's good. He's, he didn't hit threes today, but he hit 2 against Maryland. If he's hitting the 3, he's a real problem to cover. So, but even without that, he ends up with 18. I thought in the first half we did a pretty good job. It's just, not to make any excuses for our guys, but like Herb hasn't practiced, Reese hasn't practiced, Beetle hasn't practiced. They were all just run out of energy at the end. So when we're running out of energy and they're still playing hard, they really turned it up in the last 8 minutes of the game, and that's really won the game.
What did you feel your team's defensive on-ball pressure was like? How did it disrupt Penn State's offense, it seemed like, especially in the first half?
Yeah, it was great for, again, about the first 32 minutes. And we chart deflections. We had 0 deflections in the last 8 minutes of the game. So, if you look, while we were playing hard and getting deflections and playing tough in the ball, Shackelford kind of blew up that one dribble handoff. We got the offensive foul right in front of their bench. I thought our guys gave an effort, deserving to win, for about 32 minutes, and we just kind of ran out of juice. And like you said, when we had 0 deflections, that it's not only the deflections, it's you're playing hard, it's the rebounds, everything with effort. And they closed the game up in the last 8 minutes, and we couldn't close it out. But when we were fresh and able to give an effort, I thought the deflections really kind of took them out of a lot of what they're doing, made it, kind of messes up their rhythm on offense. Their passes are a second late, and it helps you guys out a little bit.
Coach, I saw one of your players slipped in the hall. Was he okay? It looked like he was in some discomfort.
I didn't see which one. Do you know which? Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, I know Herb got run into the scores table there with maybe 6 minutes to go or so. I know he was pretty banged up from hitting the scores. He kind of hit the ball away, and Stevens and him were going for the loose ball, and Stevens ran him in there. I didn't know anything about the hallway slipping, but no. I mean, Beetle Bolden has not practiced. He's had a wrist hand injury. Herb hasn't practiced. Alex Reese hasn't practiced, and it's been. I mean, Herb got hurt the first game, and we've just been trying to get him through games right now, which is kind of why his offense is a little off. And I mean, they were smart. They went to putting Watkins on him there late, and Herb hasn't been shooting the ball particularly well. And Coach Chambers made a pretty good adjustment. We anticipated that may happen, and we didn't do a very good job when it did happen on the offensive end. So when we were trying to sub out defense, offense, and just didn't quite do a good enough job of it.
I mean, why did Lewis, do you think, go 3 for 18? Just chance or anything?
Yeah, no, I don't think any of it was just chance. I mean, some of them he just missed decent shots, but I mean, Jamari Wheeler is one of the best on-ball defenders in the country. And then when they started switching the ball screen, I mean, if you go back to the NBA playoffs 2 years ago, when teams switched to eliminate the three and eliminate, I mean, you just take it all away. If your big's able to stay in front, it makes it really hard. So I don't know, Kyra pulled up from three a couple times with the big on him, missed, tries to go by him. Watkins blocks it. He missed another one. I mean, their scheme was good. Jamari Wheeler's very good on the ball, and their other guys, they don't have a poor defender really that they put on the floor. Like sometimes you can, if somebody's switching everything, you can go attack a poor defender. They had some guys maybe a little bit better than others, but there's no poor defenders out there. So when they're switching everything, and every last guy on the floor can do a pretty good job on defense, it makes it really tough on your point guard.